Now from hockey and in the builder category, Ken McKenzie. Ken was born in Winnipeg in 1923 and showed his enterprising and publishing talents at an early age. He was only 13 when he was the second highest salesman in Canada for the Saturday Evening Post. He also sold programs and hot dogs at Blue Bomber home games. He also had a free press route, and through this was offered a job as a copy boy at the paper. At 17, he started contributing a column every Saturday on minor sports. He joined Imperial Tobacco as a sales trainee when he was 18 and worked in Saskatoon and North Battleford. At age 19, he enlisted in the RCAF, and after 3 years of service was discharged in Montreal, and there he went to work for the Montreal Gazette as a sports writer. Always crazy about hockey, Ken followed the NHL and other pro and amateur leagues closely, and it was this love for sport that gave him the idea of starting a publication devoted exclusively to hockey. He contacted NHL President Red Dutton to see if the league would back him in such a venture. Dutton was not keen on the idea, but this led to Ken being hired on a part-time basis to check NHL records. Clarence Campbell succeeded Dutton as NHL president in September of 1946, and after 3 visits with Campbell, Ken was hired as the first director of information, becoming the NHL's first full-time publicity director. Ken McKenzie was just 23, and it proved to be the turning point in his life. The following year, on October 1st of 1947, the first edition of the Hockey News was published. The 16-page tabloid cost $2 in Canada and $3 in the United States, and was a success almost from the very start. The publication was started on an investment of $383. Ken continued as the founder and publisher for the next 30 years until 1981. Ken also started the first NHL press and radio guide, and he compiled and edited the guide for 17 consecutive years. In 1955, he introduced the Hockey Pictorial, published 8 times a year, and a few years later he added the Hockey Annual and another monthly magazine, Hockey World. In 1950, the Hockey News commenced honoring the outstanding executive, coach, and player in all of hockey, and added the same awards for minor pro leagues in 1951. For his contributions to hockey, Ken McKenzie was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame and honored with the Elmer Ferguson Memorial Award for his contributions to hockey in the media category in November 1997. That same month, he was also inducted into the All Sports Hall of Fame by the Boys Club of New York. And tonight, we recognize Ken McKenzie's contributions as well as a member of the Manitoba Sports Hall of Fame.